That's that. Okay, hold on, y'all. Because let me figure this out again. Or do I want to stream like this? That one better. Okay. Oh, that's not better. All right, that's better. And then I got to share this. Okay, no. How do you share this? Okay. Copy link. Okay. Ah! Y'all, this is crazy. Okay. I'm going to have to edit all of that out. Hey. Okay, okay. I was like, dang, are people gonna know that I'm actually streaming right now? Okay, cool. Y'all, so we got people up in here. I'm not gonna wait for people to come in. I'm gonna just start talking like I usually do. Hey y'all. Hey, what's up? What time is it? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I'm trying to get things together. I'm working on a makeshift desk right now, so y'all bear with me. Y'all know how I like to do it. I'm in my bed. I got my laptop. I'm working on my book. Pedro and I taking a nap, and I'm talking to my sister. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know where it go. I need to be able to see the comments. Hold on. Okay. Hey y'all. I'm in Philly. It's 23:56. What is that? Oh, it's about to be 12. Girl, you not tired? I want to see the comments. Hold on. How do I'm gonna be clicking some stuff. Highlights, save to your channel. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's 10:56 p.m. over here. Wow. Y'all. Go like for me, go like for me. I don't know what likes do. I don't know why people be saying like, but if you got it in you, do some liking. I'm exhausted, but I didn't want to miss your life. Oh no, go to bed. That's the good thing about this. I will literally be posting this on my channel. Hey, I will be posting this on my channel. So, and then you get to see the comments and stuff. So you won't be missing too much. You won't be missing too much. Like usually I don't even post none of that stuff on my page. But okay, that looks so good. Okay, that looks better. Okay. But y'all, so I was talking to my sister. I had to hop on here and say, hey, I'm probably about to go to bed. Okay, go to bed. Go ahead, go to bed. Thank you for stopping by. Y'all. So I was talking to my sister. I've been talking to my sister, right? And we was talking about like Disney movies. Y'all know I told y'all I was a Disney girl, right? And we was talking about like Disney movies, like soundtracks and stuff like that. She was talking about how good Gideon's album is and stuff like that. And I really love it. But I was talking about how like I've just really been heavy on SZA lately. So then I was talking. Then I don't know. I think I was the one who brought it up. But we was talking about like we started talking about like the heroes, right? And I think she mentioned like she didn't like how they did Lilo and Stitch, right? So I said, you know what? I never really liked Lilo and Stitch. I know some of y'all gonna come for me on that one, but I never really liked that one. I did not like Lilo and Stitch ever. Like it, I did not like it. I don't know why. I just never really got into it like that. But I also said I didn't like Shrek. She was like, oh my God, sis, Shrek is like one of my favorite movies and stuff like that. And you know why? I was like, sis, I never really liked Shrek like that because Shrek, I feel like Shrek, like whoever, she said it was DreamWorks. I thought it was a Disney movie. I really don't care. But she was like, it's a DreamWorks movie. But I was like, I think personally that Shrek tried to lower standards for women. Because I was like, why not that the prince was better or nothing like that. But it was like, why the hell would I want an ugly green ogre who's mean, who was, yeah, I get it, he, he fought for her and stuff like that, but he's mean, he don't brush his teeth, he don't wash his ass. Like, why would I want a ugly green ogre as a man? Like, I was like, I did not get it. He didn't want to do nothing with her. Like, I just didn't get it. And I was like, I wouldn't, I just, I just didn't get it. I get it was a funny movie and stuff like that, and it had its moments, but I just was not feeling it. I just never felt it, and I was like, I think it tried to lower the standards for women. What are y'all thoughts on it? Because I know I'm not. The way I feel about it might be very unique. Because I think maybe I was looking too deeply in it, but I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. I just was not a big fan of Shrek like that. I just didn't like it at all. And then obviously a lot of it was very humorous. It was a good movie and stuff like that. But I don't know. I was just like, girl, no ma'am. I'm a Beauty and the Beast girl. I didn't like Shrek. Girl, okay, come through, Beauty and the Beast. Like, he was mean, but he literally made an effort to change for her. Like, he sat down. That's what I'm talking about. But Shrek, no man. When they show his teeth, and all of them had subpar. Girl, come on, talk to me. I'm just like, I just didn't. I feel like Shrek was to be like them saying like, oh, you could have a man as long as he's willing to, like, he gave friend, he didn't give husband to me. I don't know. I don't know. I really think that's a good discussion. I really think that's a good discussion. I don't think people talk about it enough. I know it's a children's movie, but even for me as a kid, I just wasn't feeling him. Like, I in comparison, of course, but when she turned into a ogre for him, I didn't. I girl, the way my feelings was hurt, the way my feelings was hurt, like, baby, you turned into a ugly green ogre for a man. Like, I took it as comedy. I do see your point on Shrek though. My eyes have been open. I love Shrek. I just watched it today. I feel like, I mean, that part pissed me off. Like, I get the semantics for it, and I do think it's a good movie, and I do feel, but it's just like, why did she have to turn into an ugly green ogre just to have him? Why couldn't she be a pretty princess and her man be an ugly green ogre because he couldn't change? Like, I just didn't understand that. Like, she waited all that time to be herself, and that wasn't even herself, and she just turned gross. I don't know. It gave like, I don't know. I don't know what it gave. I just didn't like it, y'all. It really is all those princesses movie. All the men needed to be fixed by the women before they were good men. Yeah. Yeah. Even Naveen. And I fucks with Prince Naveen real heavy. But it was just like, dude, you was a womanizer. Your whole family, their whole family, your family, like, was like, nah, I'm good on you, sir. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I know I look crazy, so ignore my clip-ins right now. But he was willing to change for her in the second one. She was the one who wanted to stay ugly in the first one. Life, they had a chance. He wanted her to take it, but she didn't. So Fiona, it's fair. So Fiona at fault. She is at fault. I'm not saying that she not, but I'm just saying, friend, y'all. I don't know. I ain't like it. But the thing was, he wanted her. He didn't want her as the princess though. At least in my opinion, I just feel like he didn't want her as the princess. Like, as he wanted her as the ugly green ogre. He wanted her as, like, it's her fault. What I'm not about to do is not blame Fiona as, because, baby girl, Tiana said you gonna have to work to. Okay, cause I just don't understand. I don't get it, y'all. I just feel I feel like the only prince who didn't really have to do nothing was Snow White Man. Snow White Man didn't. I don't think he had not a damn issue. Yeah, Snow White Man didn't have an issue. Snow White Man snatched her up after they kissed. He was like, "Mwah, you mine." That's the only man I think that really didn't have no like real, you know, issues. If I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, y'all. That hurt my feelings. I don't know. I just thought about that, and I was just like, ugh. You know, hey, y'all don't forget to like the video, even if you're just hopping in for a second. I don't know what likes do, but maybe they do something. So like my videos if y'all can. And I'm gonna be doing my lives on here. Give me a okay, because homeboy was willing to steal, kill, and rob for his. Okay, he's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. Yeah. Aladdin was a straight scammer. He was. He was. He was. But you know what? He was fine though. I think they were both young teens in Snow White. Oh, were they? Y'all read the real tales of these movies? Y'all read most of these were like real bad. Like I don't know. Like I feel like we were scammed as kids when it came to stuff like that. I feel like we were scammed as kids. We're not gonna act like Shrek still ain't still that potion to be handsome. Come on now, Miss. Babe. See, I feel like I get the semantics, I get it, but it was just like it looks ain't everything. I get it. I get it. And then who she was talking to, who she had as an option other than that, like he was the one who went to rescue her. They fell in love and all of that stuff. I get it, but it's still a no for me. It's still a no for me. I love the dynamic of the relationship in Anastasia. Me too. I loved Anastasia. I read the real stories of Brothers Grimm. Good. Okay, so you did. I read all of them, but I haven't had the chance to read them yet. Oh, you heard of them, but you haven't had the chance to read them yet. Okay. So yeah, super dark. Okay, yeah, like they really are dark. They are dark, dark. They are dark, dark. They was not children friendly. Yeah, they weren't. They were not. They were not. They were not. But I feel like what in the world possessed somebody to say, I'm gonna take these dark stories and I'm gonna create them for children? That's wild. That's wild. And then like most of them were like, we're not getting all serious on this, right? Well, we are, but not like serious. But it was like why most of them was like, I'ma make this girl go to sleep and then I'm gonna kiss her. It was just weird. Yeah, money. It's weird. But I don't mind them. Like my kids are watching them. I don't think this deeply with my kids. I'm just saying, as an adult, it's just like, I don't know. I just think differently about it. I don't know. As an adult, there's just certain movies. There's just certain ones I really liked, and there's just certain ones I really didn't like. I'm not one of those moms that be like, "Oh my God, he kissed her." Nah, I'm not going that deep. I'm just talking about as a kid. Like I'm just like, nah, no, thank you, no, thank you. Same with Pocahontas. The truth is dark. It's very dark. And then you got this. Well, Pocahontas is different though because Pocahontas is like a real life story. So basically, what we as kids didn't realize is that they rewrote history with that one. We was really rooting for the enemy. Like we was really rooting for the enemy, and then Pocahontas wasn't nothing but like 13, 14 years old, some shit like that. That's wild. That's wild work, y'all. That's wild. Wild work. Wild work. I really gotta unplug. I really need to finish this book, but I'm probably gonna have to push it back. Tiana and Naveen, the only ones who's in an appropriate age gap. Yeah, yeah. Because one thing and two for sure, y'all gotta understand what black women wasn't about to do, and we wasn't about to play. We wasn't about to play. First of all, my background looking hella good. I want to kind of lift my camera up though. I wonder if I should. Yeah, I think I want to lift my camera up. Let me get me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my stand real quick. Hold on. Let me get my stand. Hold on. Let me get my stand. All right. Let me catch up on what y'all said. Hold on. I got my stand. I'm about to put it together. Okay, but y'all ain't saying nothing. But yeah, they really was the only ones who had an appropriate age gap. And that's wild though. That's wild to think about. We was over here rooting for that. And we was over here rooting for that. I have always been a Disney girly though. I have always loved it. And I remember, honestly, y'all, I remember when like these conversations were being had by white women. And I was like, ugh, why y'all thinking that deeply about it? Like, oh, y'all just ruining stuff. And then now here I am in my big age. Here I am at my big age, like, girl. I don't want to use this. Let me use the small. Let me use the big ones at the bottom. So, yeah, I don't know, but I hadn't really thought about it like that until just recently when it came to Shrek. I couldn't put my finger on why I didn't like it like that until now, until I had just said that to my sister. I couldn't put my finger. I just never really vibed with the movie like that. And now I see that. That's better. Okay. So y'all, let me get myself together. Cause when you get to the actual age and look back at the age gaps, it's crazy. Cause like what exactly? Cause like, sir, ma'am, what is we doing? And like, are we really advocating and clapping for this shit? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, none of this stuff is adding up, you know? Let me get my heating pad. Where'd it go? Oh, there it go. Yeah, none of that stuff be adding up to me after a while. But again, it's not like I'm talking to my children about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they're not Disney kids anyways. They do know Disney, but they are not Disney kids. My kids are like Roblox and stuff like that. They like anime. They do like, you know, some Spider-Man and stuff like that, but they're not like heavy on it like I was as a kid. They're not. Damn. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Where y'all at? Are we still with the same group? Okay, let me move this over. Y'all look at my makeshift desk on my bed until my real desk get here. This is a box. I'm working on MA 2. I'm finally working on it. So I'll be updating later on today. But I really ain't have much to say outside of that. I'm glad I was able to get. I am glad I was able to stream a little bit on here, but I really had to have that conversation because I was like, wait a damn minute. I never really, because you know what? Honestly, Shrek just. I'm okay with like a regular. I'm okay with like a regular dude, but Shrek just went beyond being regular. He was just nasty to me. LOL, my laptop on my box right now, girl. Okay, come through, get to work. Y'all, I'm telling you, look at my bot. It's on my laptop. It's on my mouse pad. I still don't have my mouse yet, but I really it works because I don't need to be close to it because I just need to type right. I just need this, and I just need to look at it so it's perfect. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm the type of person I actually prefer to work in my bed. I have a lot of author friends who like to work. They prefer to work at a desk. I don't like to work at a desk because I have to be like super cozy when I work. So I would say I want to do like streaming content because I be just like literally laid up. Like how I be talking to y'all is how I be in real life when I'm working. Um, but that probably won't be until like when we get our actual place because this is still a B&B. But oh, I really do think I'm gonna have to push this book back, y'all. I don't think there's no saving it. I don't think there's no saving it. It seems like it's gonna be long. So my biggest issue that I'm probably gonna be facing when it comes to inmate two is that I don't know if I necessarily want to cancel it or push it back. So I'm wondering, would y'all be too upset if I just literally broke it down so I could still keep my pre-order and then give y'all a part one and part two? But the book, it might be shorter. It's not going to be as long as it could be, but you'll still get part one and you'll still get part two. But it'll be short. There'll be short parts. They're not going to be like 400 pages. Does that matter? What y'all think? I think that's what I might do so that way I don't rush it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I'm wondering if I should just write what I have and then turn that in as like a part one and then give you guys the rest of the book next month because I can probably give y'all a good 50,000 words, 50,000 words and then cut it off. It don't matter. I love y'all down. So I think that's what I'm gonna do because if I do it like that, I don't have to throw off my pre-order. Um, yeah, I won't have to throw off my pre-order. I'll just do it at a really good part, and it's kind of extending the book, and it's really it makes a lot more sense to do it that way because it also opens up more room for me to do a part two for inmate one because inmate two, no, I'm sorry, inmate one, which is the escapee now. I'm thinking about doing a part two for that book. So you know how I gave you the epilogue? So I'm thinking about taking out the epilogue so you kind of know what the story is. But I'm thinking about taking out the epilogue and kind of writing the second part to that. Um, Instead of giving you guys like the last dead ending of it and you can kind of get a feel of like how Birdie was during the time that Saul was gone, maybe because I do know part inmate three, which is Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. That one will be a part that one will be a two-part series as well. At least leave with the crazy clip. Oh, baby, absolutely, 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 I will do that. So I think that's what I might do to keep. Actually, I think that yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That way, I can still give you guys something, and then I can still keep my pre-orders because I need my pre-orders and I don't want to mess those up because they said if I don't keep with the pre-orders this time, they was like, baby girl, we is not giving you no more pre-orders because they keep giving me they keep giving me chances and chances and chances. Um, but I was messing them over. Y'all want to see outside? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. That'll help me a lot. Y'all want to see outside? Oh, sorry, my bad.
Jump off there.
You guys say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Okay. The train just went by. If my camera wasn't gonna go like off, I would show you guys downstairs at the pool. It's really pretty. And then the ocean, I think the ocean is like all the way over there behind that bridge. So it's really pretty at nighttime here. They're just chilling. It's messy over there. We literally just got here yesterday, so don't talk about my house. Okay. We just got here yesterday. Can you close the door for me, baby? We literally just got here yesterday. Look like something out of a Ghibli Studios. I'm jealous. Is that how you say it? Ghibli or Jubilee? It's really pretty here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I can tell the difference between like America and here. So it's like it's the same yet different, right? Um it's very hard to describe. So for me, it's like being downtown, um, but not as camped, if that makes any sense. So like the buildings are more like their buildings are concrete. Like the newer buildings are like if you go downtown to like any place, you'll see like they have like the really shiny glass buildings and stuff like that. But here it's like you can they still have like very old buildings with trash and stuff like that. It's just weird. It's a weird feeling. And then honestly, oh yeah, we went to the mall yesterday, y'all, and there were literally, I think I saw like towards the end of our like the towards the end. No, 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 not even towards the end. I didn't see not one black woman. I saw two black guys, yeah, I saw two black guys, and I did not see not a one other black woman, not one, y'all. He loves it. Y'all love it here. Oh, y'all no longer in Houston, girl. We haven't been in Houston since April. Is that Houston? No, it's Thailand. It's Bangkok. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and I'm getting ready to get some braids. Let me show y'all real quick. I'm getting ready to get some braids, and the girl, I might change. So she it's 1,000 baht, not $1,000, 1,000 baht deposit, which I think is 1,000 baht is $30. That's roughly what we I can remember that 1,000 baht usually $30, $32, 30 something like that, $30. So you have to put a deposit down for which is 30 baht, $30, 1,000 baht. But the problem is, and I'm willing to eat that, but the problem with that is, y'all, home girl is 2 hours away, and that's not a problem because 2 hour away is like I think it's like it'll cost me like $50 to get there, like via car, like Uber or something, like not Uber, they don't have Uber, but Grab, like I could take a private transfer to there for like $50, nothing. However, and she does really good braids, really good braids. But I don't want to, but it takes them a long time. It takes them 6 hours to do a head. And I don't want them to take that long because it's gonna be me and my daughter getting braids. But I did find this other girl who does braids here, and her braids are I don't know what her deposit was, but the other girl, she charges $150, and then this girl, but she washes hair, she charges $100. So Let me see. I'm trying to pull up the braids for y'all. Where's she at? Here they are. Maybe I should just pull them up. I see that. It's called Sunzol. If y'all want to go look at them, it's called Sunzol, Sunzol braid pataya. So, look at that. $150 for that, but the other girl charges $100. I don't really care about the price. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me. What I care about is the 2-hour drive. Plus, it's gonna take. She said it'll take her 6 hours to do my hair. Plus I'm also getting my daughter's hair, so that's 12 hours in a day plus a 2-hour drive. Can y'all imagine what? Because she only takes 2 clients in a day, so I think she would have to do my daughter's hair first and then mine. Whoever has the best work. This girl has the best work, but is it worth it going 2 hours there, y'all? I just don't know. This is what I was thinking about getting. But I really do. I don't like having hair braided down to my scalp because I am very tender headed and I got a big forehead, y'all. So like I got a big. That's why I always wear it. I got a big forehead, y'all. So if I have hair braided down to my scalp, it'll look like I'm bald headed. No, I'm one of the. I'm like my girl Riri. I don't not like. So, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Whoever. But yeah, I'll figure it out. But I really don't want to drive. I don't want to take that 2-hour drive. That's what I don't want to do. That's what I do not want to do. That's what I don't want to do. I do. I know I got a big forehead, baby. I used to be ashamed of it. I ain't ashamed of it no more because I make it work. I make it work, girl. Get your little cute bandana, get your braids, and you can. Honestly, y'all, it's because let me stop. Let me not get started. I used to think I had what you call it, what you call that damn thing? Them girls who ain't got no edges. I forgot. But I used to think I had that, but I ain't got that. I've never had no edges, y'all. I just ain't had no edges. I always had thin edges. I just did. This part right here on my head has always been thin. I was telling babe, I was like, babe, I think I'm gonna get me a hair transplant. I said I'm gonna get me a hair transplant right here because these things right here are so thin, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why I don't wear my natural hair because like that much because right here is super thin. I was like, baby, looking bald in a mug, but got all of this hair. Like got all of this hair, but just looking bald in a mug because I ain't got no edges. That's gonna eat on you. Thank you. Thank you. But she gonna try to pull. I know she gonna try to get my edges, y'all. And I just don't want. I would rather just swoopity doop. Because if I could just swoopity doopy, you won't be able to tell. Because the little thin parts is thick when you swoopity doop them. But sometimes you just gotta know. You just gotta know you. You know what I'm saying? See, when I swoopity doopy, you can't even tell. Let me see. See, when you swoopity doopy, you can't even tell. But I know my hair. I just know, you just know your hair, you know? And I got all of this hair, y'all. All this hair, and just don't even wear it because of edges. Girl. Anyways, what y'all doing up on Saturday? Y'all know it's morning for me. It's 11:29 a.m. for me. And I'm just working. How many of y'all on Patreon reading this book? I want to ask y'all a question. Traction alopecia. I thought I did, but I don't think so. I have literally all my life had thin edges. Like I remember having a friend in school. I spoke about her before. She used to wear her hair like right here, like she used to have like a ponytail right here, and she had it like down. Oh my god, I love that style so much. It was so cute, and I remember begging my mama to do it, and it just didn't work for me because I ain't had no hair right here. I just never did. So I said I'm gonna go now that I got my money together. I'm gonna go see if I can grow me some hair right here because I have hair, of course. I have hair. It's just thinner, you know. It's just thinner. It's just they thin. They small. They like little hair. They don't ever grow to the full length. I don't know why. Any suggestions on books while we wait? I need something. Yes, go read Eat Slay Love by Kenya Wright if you have not already read that. Go read Ruthless Mafia Boss by Posey Parks. That's my girl. She got some fire bangers. Um let me see who else. And I'm not just recommending them because they my friends or they're my colleagues. I'm recommending them because they are also, not only are they genuine people, and they support black women, black women, but their books are actually good. Who else? Oh man, you put me on blast. Who else? Do you want, like, there I know some girls who write Black Love too. I don't know if you read Black Love. Her name is Alicia J. She got firework. Um but that's Black Love. Um let me see. Uh mm, Tessa Stone got some really good work that people are talking about. Uh if you're on my Discord, if you're not in my, if you're really looking for some stuff, I suggest, if you're not already on my Discord, go into my Discord and ask. A lot of those girls are always throwing out suggestions for books and stuff like that. That's what I suggest. So, not a hairdresser, but baby, yes, ma'am. I'm dead serious on that. Like, I don't know what it is, but I get the hair. Like, it will grow, but it will just thin back out, and girl, black women need hair transplants too. I love Black Love. Thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help. Make sure you go let her. If you go to her page, let her know Rosemarie sent you, girl. Mhm. Have any of y'all been reading more Black Love romance? I posted that earlier. I think a lot of IR authors are going over to Black Love right now because like it's really popping off right now. I've been seeing like so much more positivity around Black Love because I feel like people were saying like they thought Black Love was more like like urban, but they're starting to see like Black Love is not necessarily urban. It's more like healthy relationships and shit like that. So it's like really popping off and stuff like that. I don't I have people who've been asking me like, do I plan on writing one? Somebody put these books in the chat, please. um Somebody has been asking me like, am I gonna like move over to it. I have been wanting to, but now that it's popular, I don't want to. Oh my god, it's like I don't want to. Y'all know how I feel about like jumping on the bandwagon, and I feel like if I hop over to like AA, I would be jumping on the bandwagon, and it's like almost like Rose, you blocking your blessings. But I just don't like to hop over on shit. Like, not my face looking good right now. It really do be the angles, y'all, because I swear y'all be seeing my double chin. I just naturally got like chubby cheeks, and I'm not a big curl, but when I'm at a low angle, it be looking like I'm big as hell. I'm just not. I weigh 125, y'all, but it be the angles. It be the angles. I don't know what it is, but it be the angle. Well, I do know what it is. I just said it, but it be the angles. I truly love Tessa Stone books. What are they about? I haven't read them, but her and I be talking every now and again. She also writes sapphic as well under a different pen name. What are they about? Are they like healthy? Like, tell the chat about them so you could, so like they can go read them too. Tell me what you love about them and convince other people, other girls to read them. That's what I want to do. To spread the love. Junie, Kiana, what was that? Okay. I love Tessa Stone books except for Nia's story. That chick needs help. All right. Now she needs help. Well, you know what? Crazy girls need love too. Paranormal books like she's doing a werewolf with the series. What's the pen? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I know she said like people have been tracking her down for a sapphic. I didn't. First of all, I didn't know that many of y'all like sapphic romance. Okay, get into it. Get into it. Okay, y'all. How can we have been on here for a whole 41 minutes now? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? How have we been on here chatting for 41 minutes? This is wild to me. This is absolutely bonkers to me. Um, I see y'all popping in and I gone on and like the video while y'all popping in. At least like the video. You can do both. Keep doing BWW and then pop in Black Love Book every now and then. See, maybe we'll see. I mean, I do because I have my Duke series. I already showed y'all. I have my Duke series. Y'all know I introduced Arresting Temptation. I already said I was gonna do one. But this was before I knew Black Love was popping off. This is chocolate. This is chocolate in the Arresting Temptation series, and it starts it. This is it's not Duke, but it's Audrey's story. Audrey from what you call it, sister, uh Willow's twin sister. Yeah. And then I also wanted to write I wanted to write Kalani and so it's Silas and Mariah's story. I wanted to write their story before they had Kalani, because you know Silas is a kingpin. And then and y'all know Silas got a pass. Yeah, I don't know how many I don't know if y'all always pay attention to Adam, but I don't know if y'all pay attention to like Silas's past. Silas is everywhere. Um Silas was in Dak's story. Silas was the one who helped. Well, I don't want to spoil it if y'all ain't read Dax's story. So, y'all, Silas got a past on him, and he got blood on his hands. So I really wanted to write like Silas's story. If you read Mine to Keep, y'all see where he got that blood on his hands. He's the one. His foot soldiers is the ones who killed Aspen's brother. So if you remember that, then you gotta also remember she don't even like Silas. She don't like the Newtown Kingpin. So like the way I be weaving these stories in, y'all just don't be paying attention. Y'all don't be paying attention. I need y'all to go back and look at these stories and be like, when I introduce these characters to y'all, they not new. They not new. These are people that y'all already know. Yeah, Winter Moon. That's Tessa Stone's book, so go pick them up. Sorry, I hope I didn't miss much. My son. Oh, I hope he feels better, poo poo. Yeah, she does. She does both. I want to do both. I just don't know. I'm afraid of doing liking one better because I feel like I would love black romance better because of how I write my guys. Like I would be able to write my guys like I want to. Um I feel like I would write my guys. How do you read mine? I miss Kindle Vella. I'm not writing it right now. I'm not writing it right now. But I got plans to probably. I was gonna do a 2026, but I have too many. series that open that I want to finish. So I would probably do his and mine, um probably end of 2020, like mid to end 2026. But I still have to finish the brothers. I don't know which one do y'all prefer. Do y'all prefer Frank's brothers or do y'all prefer Dax? I don't know. So somebody put the names in the chat. Get the get. So Black Love is my go-to. I only read IR from you and a selective few. LOL. Oh wow, that's really interesting. Not Frank's brothers. Yeah, me too. I love everything fantasy. I actually prefer I love Black Love, but I would prefer to stay in romantasy in general. I love it where I'm at. I would have loved to continue to write more. I honestly, I'm at the stage where I don't necessarily care if the guy is black, white, whatever. Actually, Pedro and I was thinking about writing a Native American book with a guy who's a Native American, but I wanted to do it in the past, and I don't know how people are gonna feel about it. But what I wanted to do, what I really wanted to do was have a girl who had escaped from a slave ship. I know, Rose, what are you thinking? But I wanted to have her escape, right? And then I wanted to have her actually meet a Native American, and they kind of like fall in love and stuff like that. And I wanted to do the role play with Pedro, not as a slave, but free, because he was gonna help free her and stuff like that. Like they were gonna live their lives together, and I wanted to do like the role play because Pedro's Taino, like he's Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans have Taino in them, so I wanted to do like that. Do you ever need book covers made? I make them by drawing traditionally and digitally. Oh, yeah, I do. I usually do my book covers myself, but I don't mind if you ever want to, if you ever want to send me some, not send them free. I'm not saying that, but like send me some of the covers that you've done. I would not mind that. I do have a go-to cover artist that if I don't want to make them myself, I go to her. But I would love to see your work. I would absolutely love to see your work. As long as the female character is black, I don't care. Everybody else can write. Everybody else can't. Wait. Everybody just can't write. Stop. That is so funny. Writing I feel like a lot of people don't understand like what it takes to go into writing. Uh, I had a lot of readers usually tend to go from, and this is not, I'm not saying readers can't write. I'm not saying that. I was a reader prior to writing, but I feel like people look at it as like, oh, you're just stringing together a bunch of words, and that's not the case. Like you actually have to plot. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it, right? You have to make it make sense, because I even myself fall into the writing the most important parts, and that could be a story in itself, because some people write short stories. Oh, they're doing an announcement. But writing can be very hard, especially if you're writing long-winded. Short stories can be easier though. I be trying to support, but skin when the skin tone and hair texture keep changing, stop. I used to do that. I used to do that. Um, my character's skin tone didn't change and the hair texture didn't change, but what did change was, y'all, it's the beta readers. If they have a good beta reader or a good editor, they'll catch that. Because you have no idea how many times I will write something, I'll be like, oh, this guy's eyes is blue, and then by mid story his eyes is green, and then by the end of the story his eyes is brown. Well, they're not really ever brown, but it might be like hazel or green. They be like, Rose, you done changed this man's eye color like 5 times. I don't be remembering the details. And Pedro be like, babe, pick a color and stick with it. And I just be like, which one did she say the most? And he'll be like, she said gray. And I'm just like, okay, then make his eyes gray. Because to me, it don't be mattering, but I understand that to the readers it matter. But to me, it don't be mattering. But like for the black woman, I'm usually very consistent because most of the time they're either like my skin tone or with 4C hair. Uh, but lately I've been writing more alternative girls. Like, so they'll have like Bria from Bella. She had like her hair permed. And I remember when I said that on there, baby, I was clown. Because Bria also doesn't wear a bonnet either. She was like, I don't like bonnets. I'm gonna wear my hair straight. And baby, they ain't like that. They came for me hardcore. That's true. Skin texture will be coffee next to dark caramel, and then by the end of the story, it's dark. No, they be changing the black female. Oh, you know what? Is that Black Love Books? You know what? But that could also be IR. I don't know. I've never really had that issue when it came to my black female characters. Even when it comes to like my mixed characters, because y'all know Hope. Hope is mixed. I don't know how many of y'all are from Wattpad, but Hope is mixed and she's dark skinned, but she has blue eyes. Um, Let me see. Who else? I think that's the only one. Even Connor, like Carter, he's mixed, but he does have like he is like light skinned, but he's light skinned with freckles, and his hair is like it's not 4C, but it's more like I would say it's like a 3B, like maybe 3C, something like that. Cause Carter's hair is not, it's like wavy, rather it's like curly more than like wavy. So I try to keep track of like the features in the story. The only thing that might throw me off is the eyes. In IR. Wow. Really? I didn't realize that IR was doing more like light skinned girls. That's wild. I thought IR primarily focused on dark skinned black girls because that's primarily what I see that we need. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Maybe it's just me because I only do dark skinned girls. I think the only girl that I have done that's not dark skinned, maybe it's two. I know I haven't done Carmen. Carmen is not dark skinned, and who else? Carmen is more like caramel color. She's caramel color, and then there's another one. Oh, Audrey. Audrey, and then there's another one. I think maybe three. There's got to be another one. I can't remember though, but I think I definitely did another one that's like she's not. They're not mixed, but they're definitely light skinned. I love Smiley because she focuses on dark skinned women like you. Yeah, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. But I have a good list of IR authors that I enjoy. I also have that problem when I also have that problem when I try authors I don't know. By chance, you write small, you Chantel never disappoint. That's good. I'm glad you feel that way. Coco from Irish, yeah, yeah. I think she's definitely lighter as well. Yeah, she's definitely lighter. But I think there was another one, like a main one. I can't remember though. I don't like once I write them, y'all. I don't be remembering them. I don't like. I be quickly forgetting them girls. Like I be like, okay, on to the next. I don't be remembering unless they're like main characters. I don't. I just I be ready to move on. They don't stick with me like they stick with y'all, like in the slightest. I barely be remembering their name. And then Paige will be like, babe, you already got a girl by the name, by their name. Do y'all know how many times I've named a guy in my books the same name? Ender. I've given Ender that like name out twice. Which he is oh girl, what's her name? Lawanda's boyfriend, and he's the same guy from not the same guy, but he's also named the guy named Ender is from the cabin. And then I did like the nicknames Angel. I got a Angel that's a girl, and I got an Angel Face. So I be recycling names by accident. I don't even be trying. But y'all, at this point, I just know the only thing that I probably wouldn't, I would write a black woman just in general, but I don't mind writing a mixed girl, but if I do write a mixed girl, more than likely she will be mixed. No, that's not true. I did write, I have one story. I have one story where the girl is mixed and she's light skinned. Um, and it's called, so she's light skinned, but she's not like super light. Like she's not like super light bright, but and she's not white passing or anything like that. But she's lighter skinned. She's fair, right? She has like the pretty hair texture. She has like the pretty eyes and stuff like that. And it's a book back in the day. And this book is called, what was that book called? Uh, in His Eyes. It was the, like, literal, when I say the, like, the first original story. I think I've told this story before. When I was in 12th grade, I wrote this book. I was sitting in a computer class, and I just pulled up on the laptop. They said, not laptop, because we didn't have laptops. We had, like, the little big computer things. And they said we could have free time. So I just pulled it open. I just started typing. And the story turned out about this girl who was lighter skinned, pretty eyes. Her mom was white, but she abandoned her with the dad who was black. And the dad took her in, but then the dad was married to another black woman, like a black dark skinned woman. And this is back in the day. This is like 1950, this 1967, 1950, it's something like that. It was back in the gap, like back in the gap, like right as segregation was ending, right? So she ended up, like, her sister, like, no, they didn't, there was no trauma, nothing like that. So the book is not about necessarily trauma per se, but it was about, like, how her sister, like, her darker skinned sister, like, perceived her, um and what she went through as a lighter skinned woman. That was the first time I had ever wrote a book from a light skinned woman's point of view, because obviously I'm not light skinned. So it was kind of sad. I don't know if I'll ever finish that book, but in the end, she ends up falling in, like, the guy, a white guy ends up falling in love with her, and there's stuff that they have to end up going through. I don't know if I'll ever finish the book, but it was good. That's probably one of the only, along with Audrey, those are the only light skinned books I really think I ever did. The old Apple computer, yes, yeah. I think they were Dell. I think they were Dell. I don't think they were Apple. Dell and Apple weren't the same thing, were they? I don't know. But let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull that story up. I think I gutted it at one point. I remember my teacher telling me, she was like, that was the first time I had ever told anybody. She was my English teacher. Um And I remember telling her, like, oh my God, I wrote this story. I really want you to look at it. I hated the lady. Hated her. But she was like, I've said this story to y'all before. She told me, she was like, you are a waste of talent. Because I was going to school for biology pre-med. And she said, she was like, she said my real name. And she was like, you deserve to be in language arts. Like, you should be writing. Like, you're wasting your talent. You're a waste of talent to be going to school for biology pre-med. And I took it as a compliment, but clearly it sounds horrible, right? Let me see if I can find it. What's the matter, Junie? What's the matter? Yeah, them old Dell laptops. Oh my gosh, where is it? Maybe it's on a different computer. Hold on. Here it is. Mm. Oh, let me put this computer, this phone on charge. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm not gonna. We just hit an hour, y'all. I'm probably not gonna be on here much longer. Plus, I need to get this work done. Oh, look, we got 7 people on. Don't forget to like, y'all. Don't forget to like it. Y'all, I got way too many books on here, y'all. I got way too many books that y'all don't even know about. I got, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Read it. A rep. And you know what? Just for that, I'm about to end this live. I don't keep bringing up my dark past. Don't keep bringing up my dark past now. Read it a rap, baby. Y'all be doing the most, man. Here go the Virgin and the Nymphomaniac. I got that one right here too. Yeah, keep on. Keep on. I dare you. Ain't y'all tired though? Y'all ain't tired? I just be hopping on at any time. Y'all don't be tired. There go What's Done in the Dark. So many people want me to finish that one. I'm tired, y'all. I need to get to work. What y'all doing? Have a good day and good night. Good night. I have so many books. Night. All right. This is an hour. That's the most I'm gonna keep y'all up. I know it's really late for some of y'all. We gonna do this again. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna go on my page on Instagram and I'm gonna schedule a live for us. That way more of us can join. Is that a word? More y'all. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk more. And then we're gonna pull up some topics too. I'm gonna do some topics. Some hot topics. All right. And we still want what the heart wants. Oh, y'all remember that? You know what? That's a romanticy. So I actually might incorporate that somewhere in this. I might incorporate that somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm gonna incorporate that somewhere up in here, along with bump them people who ain't like it. Them fool. Because I think it wasn't necessarily that they didn't like it. A lot of people didn't understand they didn't like they wasn't they if you weren't from Connor, if you weren't reading from Connor's perspective, like the book, like Connor's perspective, you just wouldn't know. I think the problem was that I think I made it very clear. I think I made it very clear because all of my books are exactly the same. You don't really have to read the next book to understand. I think the problem was when it came to that book is a lot of people were not really reading romanticy. Huh? Yeah, I think a lot of people were not reading romantasy. So what I feel like is if you weren't a romantasy reader and you just didn't understand like where I was going with the concept of like magic and hopping souls and stuff like that, and you just weren't really paying attention, a lot of people don't like romantasy because it takes a lot of thought process, and I think it just flew over a lot of people's head. I regret not buying it this time around. I will, because girl, that book was absolutely beautiful. It really was. It was so beautiful. Like I cried when I think about that story. It was amazing. It literally was amazing. That's one of the reasons why I took it down. I took the two stories that really touched my heart that I feel like people were sleeping on, absolutely, was What the Heart Wants and Daddy's Little Secret. I took those books down personally to rewrite them because I felt like I wanted to have those stories in particular be retold in a way that did them justice. I am tired. I'm just gonna, girl. I am tired. I just found some books I'll be reading at work tomorrow, girl. Night. Good night. Have you ever thought about writing reverse harem books? I have. I have. Fallen is reverse harem, but I'm. You know what? I think the most I really, for now, am comfortable with is two. If I finish Fallen, it'll be the first reverse harem that I have. I think I have another one, which is Itty Bitty Kitty. Reverse harem is not my favorite. It's not my. It's just. It's okay to me. I don't. It's okay. It's not my like go to. It's not my preference. I just, it's a lot. Like it's a lot for homegirl. It be hot and all, but I'm just like, bruh. Like all of these POVs, all of these thought processes, all of these things. It'd be a lot for me. You truly, you are truly brilliant. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I will add more to those stories and they'll be even better in my opinion. I think about found I think about I think before I found you and after you took down what the oh, thank you. I think before I found you, sorry, brain. I think before I found you, you think you found me before I took down what the heart wants or after, something like that. Baby, ignore the reading. Okay, brain scramble. Yeah, probably. What the Heart Wants is a beautiful, touching story. Actually, I really want to work on that soon. I don't think it needs a lot of tweaking, if I'm not mistaken. I think that book is very good. I think what I want to do though is add more backstory for Mikey and Mikey Jr. I think I want to add more to those, and I think because that's where you first really get an introduction into um you get a first introduction into the motorcycle gangs that I have. My typing is off due to being tired and my son sick. It's okay. It's okay. Get you some rest, boo boo. I hope he feels better. The part where his new heart did. Yeah. Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. No, you're absolutely correct. Because well, I don't want to give anything away because I kind of want to change a little bit of what I had in the original story. It'll be the same, but it also be different. I don't know how I want to do it because I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away because well, most of y'all read it, right? It's only 3 people on here. So what ended up happening was mm, it's not a spoiler because it happens like immediate. It like happens. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to tell it. But yes, a lot happens in that book, and I also want to rewrite the summary for it too. And I want to give it a better cover, and I'll probably do that one be like a discreet cover maybe. Mhm. It's a really good story. It's very heartwarming, and you really get to see, because also um there's honestly no real villains in that book either. I think that's another thing that most people didn't like about the story. There was no clear villain in that story. There was no real villain in that story. That it was more so like, it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no it was no mafia or nothing like that. It was just more so like emotions, hurt and trauma, and getting over it, and falling in love with a man who's so different from the guy. It was a really good story. All right, y'all, we on here 70 minutes. That's what, an hour and 10 minutes. And the way his biker brother immediately, you remember that? Oh my god. Girl, the fact that you remember all of that from that book is so wild. I didn't think anybody appreciated the fact of like how emotional it was, because and how his son could see ghosts. So you remember in the very beginning of the story, like Mikey Jr. could see ghosts, and Mikey Jr. would talk to his dad. Y'all know that, like, but his dad was disappearing. His dad was disappearing, and his dad was like, before I disappear, like, I'm not disappearing. I want to see my son. I want to see my wife. Like, he was literally about to change his whole life for this girl. Like, he was about to he was about to give up on the game. He was about to change. He was about to get a job. He was about to, like, and then the prologue, y'all. Oh my god, in tears. Like, they just singing, I would love you anyway. Y'all, they was singing, and then he was like, he about to go ride out. Oh my god, I'm about to cry. He was like, I'm about to go ride out with my guy, with my boys one last time. He's like, I'm about to go ride out with my boys one last time. And then he get in that accident. Bruh. Just sad. Okay? And he just floating around, just protecting them. And the only person who could see him, is Mikey Jr. Right? So then after that, and not me crying, like, this ain't my book. And then he had to find somebody compatible. And then I think something had happened to Mikey or something like that. I can't remember. And then I don't want to give because that's all like in the first, like, I think 3 chapters or so. But it's so good. It, like, I was so sad that people didn't really like it like that. Being a spiritual person, it spoke to me. I believe in red God. Yeah, girl, it was such a beautiful story. Wow, thank you so much. That really made my day, because What the Heart Wants was such a special story to me. And then I have literally that time I reincarnated. Um, I just love things like the thought of things ending like, I'm not trying to get dark, but the thought of things ending like after passing just breaks my heart. So that's one of the reasons why I don't write a lot of like endings when it comes to like them being older and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why I like romantasy as well, because usually they're not passing away. I can write them at any age. Like, so say for instance, I can be like, it's been 150 years and I can still talk about Don Baylor. I don't have to think about Connor passing away. I don't think about Carlani getting older. I don't necessarily like thinking about characters like getting older and passing away. Godfrey is older too. So I think about, like, now, like, damn, like, what age would he be right now, with Aspen them. I don't like to think about stuff like that. It breaks my heart. As well as Daddy's Little Secret. Daddy's Little Secret is good. I'm rewriting that on Patreon. I'm rewriting it. I tried to wear some lashes yesterday, y'all. I do not look good in lashes no more. Oh my god. I feel like lashes make me look so much older than I am. My eyes swelling up. Probably all the scratching that I'm doing. Daddy's Little Secret is good too. Damn, I really wish I could have read that book. I would have loved it. We appreciate this. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys loving that book. And I'll bring it back. It really holds such a firm place in my heart. Like, I think the thing that bothered me the most about one of the reasons why I took that book down, along with Daddy's Little Secret, those books were so harshly critiqued because they were the books that directly followed after Connor's books. So it was Daddy's Little no. It was uh Irish Dawn Part 1, Irish Dawn Part 2, and then it was Daddy's Little Secret, and then I think it was What the Heart Wants directly after that or some shit like that. I can't remember. And y'all, when I tell y'all, people, like, they were still well received, pretty well received, but the problem was, like, people would literally just say these books were good, but there are no Connor. And my thing was, I wasn't trying to create another Connor, but people literally kept comparing Josh to Connor. They compared Mikey to Connor. The only people that I feel like they really just didn't compare Connor to was Channing and Sterling. Sterling and Channing did really well. They're still some of my best selling books because of like the obsession. Um yeah, I don't know. But I really love these books because these were my first two flawed characters. Like, these guys were so flawed. Flawed, like Shrek flawed, but not ugly. But they changed their lives for the girls that they wanted to be with. And I just feel like the women that were reading the books back in the gap, they couldn't understand the nuances of what I was trying to say when I was writing them, because all they wanted was mafia, dark mafia, well, dark-ish. So thank you guys so much for appreciating that. All right, now I'm for real. It's 77. There you know what? Every time I try to get off of here, you keep popping more stuff up. Shrek ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He got every. That's the whole point of us getting on here and talking, because Shrek ass, his mid ass, his stank breath ass. Okay, we not doing this. Yeah, we not doing this. Okay, Shrek is mid. The movie was funny. We love us some donkey. Hell, I was rooting for Dragon and the donkey more than I was rooting for Shrek and Fiona. We're not about to play. Okay? I'm for real. I'm about got to write this book. Let me make this announcement to my Patreon. It's 12:13 for some in the morning. I know y'all tired. Let me let y'all go to bed. It's it's in the morning time over here. I gotta get these chapters done. I hated him. He just rubbed me the wrong way. Clock it. Who that? That's Liliana. Pretty Bree. Mm-hmm. Shrek mid. We talking about Shrek, right? We talking about Shrek ass, right? Like, and like they really had us thinking like he was better than a prince. Girl, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. Okay. Let me get off. Let me get off. Okay, I'm gone. I'ma upload this. We not doing it. We are Shrek is me. That's what I'm gonna name this. That's what I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna name this Shrek is me. Shrek is me. Cause come on, He not even mid. He worse than mid. And I'm about to get off of here. I'm gonna put this up so we can have a discussion in the comments. We're gonna come back to this and we're gonna have a discussion in the comments. And we're gonna bring more people to talk about it. Okay? Alright, I'm gone. I'm gone. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Love y'all. Bye.